everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Sunday. And I know for most people this is the day after the 4th of July. For me, it's the day after the third eclipse in the trilogy. So, feeling very rewarded from that last passage. I think most people probably didn't even know it was happening, but maybe you felt a lot of tension sometime over the last 30 days, like a building up and a crunching in of pressure. And then recently, maybe you felt kind of a release with this last lunar eclipse that was last night, the third in that trilogy. It's very rare that there's 3 eclipses within a 30-day period. This was 2 lunar and 1 solar. This last one really kind of left us in a much softer place. And I find it very interesting that I look back at where we all were in February, March, when the COVID epidemics first started really becoming reality for us, and looking back at where we were in our emotional states. If you take a moment right now to reflect on that, you just might find that you were in a very, very different emotional state then. And we're always growing, always changing, but this has been kind of a rapid time of forced inner expansion and growth, and much of that expansion and growth was through being really stuck and having to really find our way out of it. We're still in this process, here in the United States. We are going into a whole next chapter of this, but we're different now than we were when we first went in. And I am really hoping that our enhanced emotional and mental state and the gathered information along the way allows us to weather this second wave in a much more present, calm, focused manner. And I really hope that this last eclipse and kind of this, where things start to open up again, allows us to start to feel better, to feel okay, better than okay. Because truly the calling of this moment is to feel great, is to feel perfect presence, joy, gratitude, even and especially in the face of challenge, even and especially in the face of COVID-19. There are many more people who will be weathering this virus in this next chapter. And it's so important to keep the frequency high, to keep the spirit looking forward, hopeful, present, to spend every moment in a state of gratitude. This helps us actually conserve energy. Before I go any further and before we begin our actual session today, I'd just like to remind everyone that the very special Harp training that we developed in response to COVID-19, when the important thing is to create as many healers in the world as quick as possible and to have it be affordable so that more people can join. That training, the beginner's training, is coming up very soon, July 25th and 26th. It's online, of course. And we have a limited number of harps available, so they're first come, first serve. So if that sounds interesting to you, be sure to go on my website and listen to all 4 tunings of the harps. The tunings of the harps, as I say, are selling out fast, so you might want to go soon and just see if there's a calling. ShellyReef.com. More at the end. Okay, back to us, back to you, and back to that emotional shift. So what happens when we have a full moon is we well up with emotion. We really feel ourselves. It's why there's so much activity in the emotional realm around full moons. So much of it's positive, much of it's negative. What tends to get documented is the negative, but it's well known by caregiving services that conflict arises around the full moon because people are feeling their emotions more. Well, when we have an eclipse and the moon gets blocked from us, it means that there's a break in our emotional cycle within and a moment to really restore and come back online anew. And that's why we are genuinely, truly so different as of this morning than we were when COVID began all those months ago. It's not just an intended state, it's one that is backed and supported by the cosmic universe. So let us take a breath into some new emotional space within. Let's take a few of those breaths. Take a nice, deep, expansive breath that really creates new space in your body. Maybe more space than you've created all week through the lungs. Really stretch into that space. And as you exhale, use the diaphragm to press even more air than you just inhaled out of your body. Inhaling again, full, tall, wide. Holding it at the top. And gathering up a little more. And then pressing it from your body with great intention, as if you're initiating a great healing just through that exhale. On the next inhale, deeper, fuller, taller, wider. Holding at the top. Gather up into that inhale everything you would like to let go, and as you exhale, press all that you would like to release from your system, all that is just not a part of who you are anymore, all that you have been wanting to let go of. Well, now there's some new space created inside of you to hold that which will replace all that no longer served you. Allow the breath to return to normal. Soften. observe your breath without changing it, without deepening or strengthening it. Just watch. Watching the breath. Like watching a miracle. Allow your awareness to softly settle into the auric field around your body. Feel that the auric field is softened and brightened. Here in the post-eclipse space, where there's no longer the need to uphold the armor that was required even a couple of weeks ago. Spending less energy and having a brighter force field around you, protecting you, keeping out all negative forces, and absorbing into you all supportive, positive forces. Feel into the chakras above and below the body. And feel how they turn in a balanced, harmonious, synchronistic way. Feel how your connection with all that is in the universe is softer, free of conflict, full of harmony. And support. is to drop now right into the center of your body, landing in your heart. Breathing into your heart, the center of centers. Notice how the space around the heart has also softened and brightened. Allow that brightness to resonate out through the pathways of your physical body, softening all the pathways of the nervous system, brightening the pathways of the mind, brightening the pathways of the emotions. Allow that brightness to pour like a river through the pathways of the emotions. And as your emotions lift up, illuminate, feel how every other system of your body benefits.